With the continued uncertainty of the coronavirus, we're doing everything that we can to keep our TCF family happy and healthy. It looks like right now the best decision for that is to close our physical doors of the gym. We're still going to meet up just outside of the gym, trying to get outside in some fresh air, keep the air moving, try and limit the amount of equipment that we're coming in contact with. So this is looking like it's going to be a 2-week closure. Hopefully it's no longer than that. Hopefully it's less than that. But we're going to plan for 2 weeks, so hopefully by the end of March, everything's going to be up and running. We're going to keep you all up to date as soon as we hear things, as soon as things start getting better, and then we'll kind of keep you up to date with everything that's going on in the meantime. So make sure that you're staying, keep an eye out on our social media, on your emails, and Zen Planner, because we're going to be trying to put the information out as fast as we can possibly put it out. Our tentative class schedule for right now is going to be a 7 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 4:30 p.m., 5:30 p.m. workout. And this is going to be at local parks. So we're going to kind of be bouncing around from different parks, making sure that we're kind of utilizing them to the best of our ability. If you are not able to make it to the park, or if the class times don't work for you, or maybe the weather is bad, then you are more than welcome to take advantage of our at-home workouts. So we're going to be kind of capitalizing on those a little bit more, getting in more in depth with those workouts, kind of explaining them more, talking about variations, warm-ups, things like that you can do for those. But if you have the ability to come to the park workouts and stuff, please come. We want to continue to keep our TCF family strong, keep our community strong, and continue to see your happy and friendly faces. Again, our tentative schedule for now is going to be 7 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 4:30, 5:30 p.m. And then this is possible to change depending upon attendance. If more people come to the 9:30 class, we may add on an 8:30 class, or if no one comes to the 7, we may switch that around. So make sure that you, again, stay tuned on our social media, on Zen Planner, and your emails for any upcoming information. Again, we're trying to give you the information as fast as we can. And also, we'll still be holding the classes even if it's raining outside. Again, we're gonna be closing the physical location starting March 18th. So starting tomorrow. So that means that we're also going to be suspending our Fit Kids and JV classes temporarily during that time, as our physical location is closed. For our varsity classes and for our Legends classes, they are more than welcome to join our normal class times, but just making sure that that y'all are joining the CrossFit classes, so things may be run a little bit differently. But make sure that we are, and then also with the changes, we're going to be limiting the number of people that are attending each class. So following like the guidelines, all that stuff, trying to keep it in 10 people or less. So we're going to make it, we're ask y'all to reserve a spot for the class as soon as possible. If 10 people are in the class and you haven't reserved your spot, then we're going to ask you to come to a different class time. So make sure that you reserve your spot within Zen Planner as soon as possible, and also so that we know to expect you to be there. And also another thing, during this time we're going to suspend the Free Class Friday, Bring a Friend Saturday, and any other events that will be happening during this time until we again open up our physical location, making sure again that we're following the guidelines of keeping the groups down, and also making sure that everyone is staying as happy and healthy as possible. And also during this time, we're not going to be accepting any drop-ins or accepting or onboarding any new members. But again, please stay tuned on our social media and Zen Planner and emails for any upcoming information, because again, this stuff can change. We maybe hopefully it gets better faster and we come back in the gym next week or something like that. But again, stay tuned. Keep an eye out. What we need from our TCF family. So what we need from y'all. Please wash your hands. The more that you can wash your hands, more healthy practices that you can adopt. Hopefully that will squash this virus as fast as possible. When we are using equipment in the parks, make sure that we're wiping them down before or after we are using them. Again, trying to limit the amount of exposure that people are getting. If you do not feel 100%, or if you travel in a high-risk area, or if maybe your spouse has traveled in a high-risk area or something like that, please take advantage of our at-home workouts. Again, we're going to be expanding on those starting the 18th, and so kind of getting a little bit more in depth on those. Be respectful of people's space. So as we're going into parks and stuff, be respectful of the park. Also make sure that you're not getting too close to people, and also make sure that you're respecting their space as well. Again, reserve your spot within Zim Planner for each class. Again, we're going to be limiting it to 10 people. And again, if you don't reserve a spot, or maybe if people show up and you didn't reserve a spot, but someone else shows up that has reserved a spot, they're going to get that spot, and we'll ask you to come to a different class time. Again, trying to follow along with the guidelines. We're going to be providing music. Obviously, we're not going to have the sound system that we currently have. So if you heavily rely on the music, then I would highly recommend bringing your own music source and bringing your own headphones. But we will have music there. And then also make sure that you use the restroom before coming, something that you may not think of, but we're going to be using public spaces, stuff like that, so we don't really have too much control over the facilities. And also, again, can't say this enough, pay close attention to upcoming announcements. If we change locations, if class times change, and also if we come back to the gym earlier than expected, which hopefully that happens. And so for our March 18th class, what we're going to do, we're going to meet up at the Hilltop Needmore Town Park and Preserve. Basically, this is the old Kruger Creek Golf Course. You can see down below the address to it, or you can search it up on Google. But we will be meeting there in the main parking lot, and our first class starts at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. We can't do any earlier just because of daylight. I want to make sure that you can see what you're doing. So make sure that, again, pay attention to our social media and stuff. If things change, we'll announce it on that. So I look forward to seeing y'all there at the Hilltop Needmore Park at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, or one of our other classes that we're offering tomorrow as well. Stay strong, TCF family. Stay happy, healthy, and thank you for your continued support throughout this time. We're doing everything that we can to continue to provide y'all the best experience possible, and also to provide y'all with it as, again, trying to be as happy and healthy as possible as well. But thank you again.